This is the last straw.
Ha surgido un nuevo tipo de mujer en el cine. Es valiente,
Look, I got a gun out there in my purse.
And
impetuosa,
as such, I expect to be treated equally, with a little dignity and a little respect.
lista
It took me months to complete these courses. I'm just as qualified as any man.
y a veces soltera.
Do you want to see other men?
Not today.
Well, where were you? Where were you when the baby was born? Its own father never even bothered to show up.
Pero hasta hace poco tiempo las películas de mujeres eran melodramas sentimentales.
Found the both of them in bed, naked, making love.
La televisión ha continuado la labor del cine con series de gran éxito como Hospital General, lo que demuestra que los melodramas son una de las atracciones de Hollywood más duraderas. Esa es la razón de que los cineastas se hayan esforzado tanto en inventar formas de hacer sufrir a las mujeres, porque la magia y el dinero están en los melodramas, la desgracia y el dolor, los problemas del matrimonio.
Look at me, Dexter. Aren't we going to Maryland to be married?
No.
De la
I
maternidad,
wouldn't doubt it. You're just like your father about sex.
del trabajo
You married that desk of yours years ago, boss lady, and you're never going to get a divorce.
y sobre todo del amor.
You're never going to be divorced, Dan, because you don't want to be.
You tricked that.
Todo ello preparó el camino para grandes éxitos como El Valle de las Muñecas, El Otro Lado de la Medianoche y el melodrama más popular de todos los tiempos, Vidas Borrascosas. Así es, Hollywood nos muestra a las mujeres en el cine y a las estrellas que se hicieron famosas con los melodramas.
Don't you see, I'm tired of punching. I'm tired of fighting. I've had enough. I'm sick of it. I am bad, but I want to be good, only I don't know how.
You know something? You are wonderful. You are really amazing. It is incredible how you keep going on. You're over the hill and you know it. You're terrified. All you've got are your scrapbooks, your old toe shoes, and those stupid, ridiculous little dogs. Well, what are you going to fill in with, Emma, huh? Not my daughter! You keep your damn hands off my daughter! I better for a minute than...
Los tiempos han cambiado y las películas también. En los grandes melodramas de hoy, las mujeres siguen sufriendo los problemas que hacen llorar al público. Pero ahora las mujeres hacen frente a sus propios problemas. Como Shirley MacLaine y Anne Bancroft en Paso Decisivo. No necesitan a un hombre tras el que ocultarse y no tienen ningún código en Hollywood que censure lo que pueden o no pueden hacer como mujeres.
Oh, look, listen. I know you want to get out on your own. And I approve. I wouldn't try to stop you.
What do you mean you approve?
What?
I don't understand that word. Why are you saying you
Oh,
approve?
look.
I'm not doing this
No,
for your
no,
approval,
listen,
you know.
let me finish,
No, that's really
please.
not what I have on my mind.
Look, all I meant
I
was...
hate that.
Yes. All I meant was that if... Well, spending a few weeks with someone you like, that's not out of line.
How do you know? How can you say that? How do you know what I need, what I want to do for myself?
I think we need a marriage counselor.
En los años dorados del cine sentimental, el divorcio era el máximo pecado y llevaba a las mujeres al alcoholismo, a la prostitución o, si se trataba de una mujer decente, a una muerte lenta. Hoy día, cuando Jill Clayburgh se convierte en una mujer descasada, padece los problemas del divorcio, pero sale del trance como una rosa.
You want to see other women?
I want you.
You're free to.
I don't want to.
Then don't.
Do you want to see other men?
Not today.
I'm getting a headache.
Allison, come back here immediately. Listen, Mother, if you keep this up someday, I will do what you keep accusing me of.
I wouldn't doubt it. You're just like your father about sex. In that way, you're just like him.
Don't you say things about my father. He was a wonderful man.
Wonderful.
And fine and good to you, and that's what you told me, so don't blame him for anything.
Wonderful and fine and good. That's what I told you? Well, I lied. I lied about him because I was ashamed of him and of myself. Well, then why did you marry him? I didn't. And he didn't marry me because he already had a wife.
Este es el gran melodrama de Hollywood de todos los tiempos. Este gran éxito, basado en un bestseller, dio lugar a otro libro, a otra película y a una serie de televisión. Recuperó a Lana Turner como superestrella y la consagró como reina del melodrama, nominada para un Oscar. ¿Qué película era? Basta con que escuchen esta música. Vidas borrascosas. Vidas borrascosas lo tenía todo, todos los elementos de un buen melodrama: incesto, asesinato, violación, hijos ilegítimos, sexo antes, durante y después del matrimonio, todo ello bajo la fachada de una pequeña localidad de Nueva Inglaterra. Peyton Place fue la creación de Grace Metalius, un ama de casa de Nueva Inglaterra bastante normal. Los críticos calificaron su novela de escandalosa, pornográfica y despreciable, pero la gente compró más ejemplares que de Lo que el viento se llevó.
You want the truth?
Yes. Who was Lucas?
His name wasn't Lucas. It was Luke. And he wasn't my lover. He was my stepfather. When I was 13, he beat me up, tore off my clothes, and raped me.
Si Vidas borrascosas llegó al límite de las expectativas de los cineastas, la segunda parte de la película, Regreso a Peyton Place, fue aún más allá ante el entusiasmo del público.
Yes, I killed him. He came at me one night, and I got a log, and I hit him and hit him and hit him until he was dead.
Don't pull at me, Rod. You're hurting me.
I don't want to hurt you. I love you.
Take me home.
I love you.
Peyton Place batió todos los récords cuando se emitió en televisión en los años 60. Esta es una secuencia de archivo de la copia original que se emitió en televisión. Peyton Place era tan popular que la cadena de televisión lo emitía 3 veces a la semana. Una media de 30 millones de espectadores sufrieron y lloraron durante 5 años de éxito. Peyton Place lanzó a muchos actores al estrellato, por ejemplo a Mia Farrow y a Barbara Parkins y Ryan O'Neal, a los que vemos en esta escena.
I want to get married to you for the right reasons, and I want to stay married. I want to be better than they are. I want to be good for you. Oh, Rod. I want to be good.
Los dramas volvieron con fuerza.
I'll never give you up. Never. It's only human for anyone to want to be in love. But who wants to be in love in vain? At night you hang around the house and eat your heart out and cry your eyes out and rack your brain. You sit and wonder why anyone as wonderful as he should cause you such misery and pain. I thought that I would be in heaven, but I'm only up a tree, 'cause it's just my luck to be in love in vain.
A continuación, El Valle de las Muñecas, Cómo eliminar a su jefe y más melodramas de Hollywood.
Well, in my opinion, Mrs. Baxter certainly knocked her husband out of the running.
I wasn't referring to Mrs. Baxter.
Just what does that mean?
I saw you working on Gifford tonight.
Well, you won't go after the job. You even act as if you didn't want it.
Sure I wanted.
En los primeros melodramas de Hollywood, una mujer no podía hacer más trabajo que el de ama de casa. El público no aceptaba que una mujer tuviese una profesión. Solo tenía acceso al despacho de su marido. Y cuando intentaba convertirse en la fuerza detrás del trono, como Arlene Dahl y Van Heflin en El mundo es de las mujeres, se llevaba un disgusto en vez de agradecimiento.
Why this three-ring circus?
I don't care about the others. I was just trying to prove to Gifford that he wouldn't be making a mistake if he chose you.
Carol, you let me prove that.
But, darling, don't you see? If I did show him a little attention, it was only to encourage his interest in you for the job.
Now listen, I'll get to the top. But I'll get there on what I've got, not what you've got.
I'll meet their figure. Does that settle it?
Look, it isn't a question of salary. I'm taking less. But I can get something there I could never get here. Your job. I'm afraid that's what I want.
Incluso cuando dirigía una compañía, en películas como Una mujer en la penumbra, el público sabía que Ginger Rogers en el fondo era muy desgraciada y que soñaba con abandonar su carrera por un chalet cubierto de hiedra en compañía de Ray Milland.
You married that desk of yours years ago, boss lady, and you're never going to get a divorce. I know your kind. You have magazines instead of babies.
Why, you insolent pup. I know your kind too, Johnson. And I'm sick and tired of that incredible sideshow you put on, under the guise of the gay young man with the wicked tongue. It doesn't always excuse your being an ill-mannered boor. And I question whether that isn't the extent of your talent.
Rage is a pretty good substitute for sex, isn't it?
Johnson, get out!
Well, don't think it hasn't all been charming. If we need a good man over there, I'll make you an offer.
Hay otra jefa triunfadora que antepone su profesión al matrimonio. En Mujeres frente al amor, Joan Crawford paga un alto precio por su elección y el público paga la entrada para verla sufrir.
Arthur, hi. No, nothing really, dear. I just wanted to hear your voice. It doesn't matter. Whatever you say is what I want to hear. I love you, too. I missed you so much last night. I waited and waited and then
Joan Crawford fue la reina del melodrama durante 3 décadas. Seguramente ella sufrió en su propia persona más dramas que ninguna otra actriz de Hollywood y gracias a sus lágrimas ganó un Oscar.
She did the same thing last week. How many headaches can she have? Arthur, nobody knows better than I do that you're married. But one night a week is all we have. I don't care. I will not be taken for granted. Nor will I be a convenient diversion for you when you happen to be bored at home. Listen to me. I have one small corner of your life. I've never asked for more, and I will not settle for less. Now you and your rabbit-faced wife can both go to...
El mundo del espectáculo era uno de los pocos sectores en que una mujer podía llegar a triunfar como profesional. Al fin y al cabo, todo el mundo sabe que las actrices son temperamentales y que tienen una vida muy desgraciada.
The notices couldn't have been that bad.
Sure just needs a little doctoring.
Don't worry, sweetheart. If it flops, I can always get you a job as understudy for my grandmother.
Thanks. I've already turned down the part you're playing.
Fool. Derek's not that crazy.
You should know, honey. You just came out of the nut house.
It was not a nut house.
Look, they drummed you right out of Hollywood. So you come crawling back to Broadway. Well, Broadway doesn't go for booze and dope. Now, you get out of my way, because I've got a man waiting for me.
You take that back. Get your hands back. Oh, my God. It's away.
El Valle de las Muñecas estaba basada en la sensacional novela de Jacqueline Susan. Hollywood se rindió ante la versión llena de morbo, tragedia, pastillas y alcohol de Triunfar en el cine. Este bombazo obtuvo el doble de dinero que Peyton Place. Parte de su éxito se debió a las peleas entre mujeres que tanto gustan a los amantes del melodrama, como esta de Patty Duke con Susan Hayward.
Okay. You want it back? Here it comes. Special delivery. So long, Granny. I'll tell your boyfriend not to wait.
Qualified EMT1 and ambulance driver.
Que las mujeres trabajadoras de Hollywood ocupasen puestos reservados antes a los hombres era cuestión de tiempo.
But you need drivers.
Now look, sweetheart, we got enough problems already just trying to get people into the ambulances in the first place. All we got to do is hire a woman driver, put her behind the wheel, and most people would rather bleed to death right there in the street.
It took me months to complete these courses. I'm just as qualified as any man. Look, the diploma says so.
All right, why don't you just try Unity, huh? Go on, see how far this high-class toilet paper gets you. I bet you Taylor won't even take you on this.
I don't want to work for Unity. I want to work here.
You are working here, sweetheart. Now look, I'll make you a deal. You get back to that switchboard and I'll have this framed, huh?
Ante una situación como esta, en las películas anteriores, la mujer se iría a su casa y le daría un ataque de nervios. Pero ahora nada detendrá a Raquel Welch para conseguir el trabajo que quiere en El Madre, la Melones y el Ruedas.